Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family and Drew Nation and the GCVs. They are laying awake at night, dreaming of your demise, hoping and praying they get to see it for themselves. You got somebody so upset and mad that you aren't living your life the way they want. This person wants you to be the person they thought they had figured out. This person wants you to be the person they thought they had figured out. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. What does that sound like to you? That sounds like control. That sounds like someone who has an issue to where they feel they need to control everything and everyone around them. But the logical thing is, no one in their right mind is going to let you do that. So this person is definitely either going to be in conflict with those that don't let them do it, and will most likely praise or continue to manipulate those that do. This happens in the work setting all the damn time, where people who will not conform and will do their job, but they just won't allow themselves to be controlled. You don't want to hear about what's going on with everybody. You don't want to be all up in everybody else's business. You don't want everybody else all up in your business. When you upset these people by setting boundaries, your boundaries are an insult to them, and it's an insult to their ego, because everybody should want to please them, or should want to appease them, or should want to do what they want, or treat them the way they feel they deserve. They need to be treated because of who they are as a person and who they are as their position. When you mix someone who already has that type of mindset with any kind of power or any position to where they have authority over others, it's never going to work out as good as they would hope. And people end up just doing what they're told. But most people, most smart people who don't allow themselves to be controlled or manipulated, won't play them too close. They'll do their job, chat it up with them for a little bit as far as work or the day is concerned, or the tasks that need to be completed. Maybe a little conversation here or there, and that's it. This person will avoid the tornado at all costs. This person will avoid this earthquake at all costs. This person will avoid this calamity to their life strategy at all costs. You want to avoid these types of people. You don't want to get close to them. The more you seek to be your own person around them, that's going to cause a conflict. They don't have a personality. They're jealous of your personality. All right? They don't want you to feel strong or confident in their presence. This person is fragile and weak, even though they're in a position of power, even though they're a boss, a manager, a owner, whoever they are. This person is slightly fragile and weak. And anyone not conforming to the idea that they have about them, so that way this person's insecurities don't bubble up to the surface, is going to be an issue between them and and said party. Is going to be no party for the other person. It's going to be no party for said party. And this is why this is why issues will keep happening for someone that is simply not bothering anyone, not causing any problems for anyone, but just trying to be themselves, just trying to be the cool person that they are. Because this person is being hated on for who they are, their personality, and everything that comes along with it. Their character, Their the way that they carry themselves. This is why they'll have issues with you and want to try to take you out, eliminate you, sabotage you, get you off the premises, get you fired, have you look bad. This is why they want you to look bad. This is why they'll slander you, because you will seem to have it together more than they do, even though they're in a higher position, and they can't afford to have themselves looked at in a way that they're not seen as the king, or they're not seen as the queen or the head person in charge. They're already in charge, but they want people to bow down and give their life to them. If you're already in charge, what do you need somebody's whole life for? You might as well write them a will or something, or you might as well put them in your will or something. You might as well give them half your paycheck every time you get paid. All right, they feel they have a desperate need to control other people, to feel better about themselves, so that way they don't have the idea in their mind of somebody beneath them being better than them. That's something that they most definitely cannot take, because they have to. This type of personality is aggressive. This is most likely a person with CDO, art, a character disorder. This is most likely a person who has an aggressive personality. There's a difference between being assertive and having an aggressive personality. Somebody that's assertive, they just want what they want. They're not too worried about trying to be sneaky about it, or try to hurt others about it, or be passive aggressive about it. They're just being assertive. That they're just upfront. They're out there in the open. They're honest. Nothing to hide. That's the best type of person to be. That's the healthiest kind of person to be, is an assertive person. All right, I'll be dropping some videos on that, on how to become more assertive, if anybody is dealing with how to be assertive. All right, we could all definitely deal with some more skills and some lessons on that. I feel, all right, especially. Um, but they will cause you to look down on yourself, because they need to feel better. And anyone around them that causes them to not feel better, all right, basically by not letting them know they're the best. All right, you can't outshine the master. And this is why it's not smart to outshine the master, because a lot of quote unquote masters have fragile egos. People who are in charge, people who are in that position of power, you can't let them know that your skills are more superior to theirs, because if they catch wind of that, all right, you're going to end up having to catch the tail end of that, because they're going to feel that you're a threat. And that's why you're now going to be getting attacked and be seen as a problem. They will automatically see that as a problem. Someone underneath them with more potential, with more skill, with more patience to deal with things and people. People respect a person with patience that doesn't freak out in situations or get upset or angry. People respect that. All right. Nobody wants to work around someone that's always yelling at people or being rude to people. People want somebody that's level headed and that knows how to solve problems, and that doesn't deal with people in a way that is just out of pocket. All right, there's a way to correct people. There's a right way to do things, and there's a wrong way to do things. And these people, even though they don't do things in a right way, they may be wrong, but they feel that they're right all the time. There's nothing you could tell them. If they're wrong, they're not going to want to hear it. It's going to be an insult to this person for you to even correct them. If you correct this person, it's a big deal to them, because they feel that they know it all, especially for what their job may be concerned, or for whatever it is that's going on. This kind of person feels that they know it all, and that if anybody is trying to correct them or show them that they did something wrong, it's like they're taking it personal, like you did them some kind of wrong or you're doing them some kind of harm, because it shows to them, it shows a weakness that somebody was able to see their mistake and be comfortable with coming to them to even point out their mistake. Because you got to remember, this ego is aggressive. All right, this even though it's covert passive aggressive, this ego is slightly aggressive. All right, and this person will try to chop down, shoot down, destroy anybody that comes up against their idea of them being almighty and their greatness, their idea of their greatness in their mind. A normal person can take criticism. All right, they may fuss and fight, but it's not going to be like you did them anything personal. Even if it goes to that extent, in a couple days, y'all will be able to get back to each other and piece it up. Hey, I took that kind of personal, this, that, and the other. It wasn't that big of a deal. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got you. I understand. Just trying to help. But other people will, like the type of people who won't take this the right way, it will be seen as you did them some kind of harm, and it will be seen as you were trying to disrespect them, not something that it may take them a little while to process. This person is going to see this as the utmost respect, like you called them out. All right, you notice something that they did wrong or something that they're doing wrong, it's like you're calling them out. And this is why a lot of people end up getting into problems at work also, is because you'll have people who will try to bait you into asking you questions about certain people, enablers, people who are flying monkeys, people who will kiss this person's butt. You may not talk to people at the job, right? So they now know that, okay, this person's quiet. They probably have what? Their own personal opinion or perception formed. So what they'll do, if you don't tell them anything, they'll try to poke you and prod you and probe you for intel, for information. Well, how do you feel about the management here? Well, how do you feel about how things are being ran here? I don't really like it. I think they could do a better job. What do you think? And this person will be totally opposite of what they're saying, but they'll try to get you involved in it. Hey, what do you feel about what's going on here at this job? I feel they could do better. Don't you agree? And you'll say, yeah, I think they could do better. This person will twist this into you saying that this is the worst job you ever had. You don't like anybody that works there. And now you'll wonder why people will be looking at you crazy at your job, amongst other things. So this is what usually takes place when everybody starts looking at you weird or strange, or trying to give you like an attitude, or continue to play the games that you slowly but surely begin to see take place. And it's all because of power. All right, even in a lower position, even in a lowly state, you will appear to have more power and have more you will appear to have greater power over people who have a higher position than you. So when you have greater power over people who are in a higher position than you, they could potentially get jealous, because if they're looking down on you, and that's how their mind is working, like everybody beneath me, or everybody who doesn't have my position is beneath me. Everybody who's not as good as me is not better than me, and I'm better than them. They could learn a thing or two from me. Like if they're like that, and if they're egotistical like that, and not humble and arrogant like that, like they're very fragile. So as soon as an ego busts or get broken, or they suffer from narcissistic fatigue because somebody's not playing to their aggrandizement of their ego. All right, these people are grandiose. All right, they want your aggrandizement. I believe that's the correct word. If I'm not, please feel free to correct me in the comment section. But I feel that's the correct word. They want you to appease that ego. And this is why they will be laying awake at night, dreaming of your demise, hoping and praying that they may one day see it. This is why. This is why you have people laying awake dreaming at night. They are obsessed, right? And they want you to be obsessed with them. They want you to care as much about them as they do about you, even though all you do is work there, even though all you are is a neighbor, even though all you do is just live or shop or go out in the neighborhood. They want you. They want everything. Your life, your soul, your shoe, your firstborn. They want your blood test results. They want to know your, excuse me, they want to know your blood type. AOCQR. They want to know RH. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah. They want to know everything. All right. They want to know it all. But and the fact that you're not dealing with them in a way that gives them access to your life, it's like they feel you have something to hide. And because you're not dealing with them like everybody else is, they know that it's something that you don't like about them. They like to be cool with everyone. That's why they're always talking to everybody and they're always in groups. They like to be able to talk to everyone. They like to be able to make use or good use or use everyone that they're around, that they have access to. You're not letting them use you. All you're doing is living there and going in your room. All you're doing is going to work there and going home. You're not allowing them to deal with you in the way that they want, and that's causing them to feel some type of way. Why? Because they want control. And when you don't give them the control that they want, it's going to cause them to have a power struggle with you. And when they start to realize that they're not better than you or more powerful than you or as powerful as they thought, or they're not going to be able to gain control over you through their manipulation like they had planned, they are going to have a fit because they're used to everybody what just giving into their control. You work for them, they own you. That's how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to own your every move, your every step, your every thought, your every breath. Every step you take, every move you make, they'll be owning it. Not only watching it, but owning it. All right. They want you to be their puppet in the minstrel show. They want you to entertain, and don't you be entertaining. You better not crack one joke. They're gonna want you to entertain them for the whole remainder of the job. And like when you don't deal with them the way they want, they get funky with you. Might cut your hours back, or might say you don't want to. Oh, you don't like working here? No, you don't like the attitudes that are working here. People make it difficult for you to work there. You're not gonna want to entertain people that are difficult. That's stressful. If people around where you live at are annoying, you're not going to want to talk to them. Those are the people that are doing noise campaigns. Those are the people you ignore on a daily basis. Those are the people that are fighting for your attention and doing psychological warfare on you. It's not going to happen, you know? So they're lying awake at night, dreaming of your demise. They want to see your life fall apart because you won't give them access to you the way they want. If they can't control you and make you do things that they want, they're not going to want you to have a life. They see that you want power in your life and you want control over your life. These are natural, normal things. There's nothing more normal or natural than a person wanting control or power over their own life. Even if you are hired by somebody, like just because you work for people doesn't mean they own you, but that's the type of spirit they want you to be in. And when they see you won't be in that spirit, it's like they see you as a troublemaker. You're somebody there that is not a team player, and and that's how they view it. And that's a real that's a real evil way to look at things, because people don't owe you their soul. They owe you what their contract says as far as their job description. That's what they owe. You don't owe people anything more than that. You don't owe them anything more than what your job description implies, and a good morning and a good night and an occasional hello, maybe a little. That's it. Just to show you're friendly, a little smile, just to show you're friendly. Talk to people maybe here and there when you can, just to show you're friendly. And If you can talk to people, associate with people. I know there's energy vampires, and you may be empath and trying to conserve your energy, but you don't have to overuse it. You could dole it out. You could talk to, I'm gonna talk to him for 2 minutes and then keep it moving. I'll talk to him for a second. You can't really say nothing but one word to him. So I hey, and then keep it moving. Just talk. Don't don't just not say nothing to no one, because that may, as easy as that is, that may not work out. That may set you on red alert. That may put you on high radar. That may make nobody like you. And it's weird enough that people act like that, but work politics is something that will just make you want to go into business on your own. And this is why I advocate people go into business on their own, because work politics, if you're the type of person that likes to conserve their energy and stay to themselves and don't want 6, 7, 9 people that you work with and see every day up in your face, then working with people may not be for you, because in social environments, people do expect you to be social at some point. And if being social is not your thing, then that might potentially cause a problem for you if you're targeted and people think you're not talking to them because you're handsome, or you think you're better than them because you're handsome, or you look good. People tend to think that, people create a whole bunch of stuff in their heads. Sometimes, people do that, but people will create this thing in their head to where you think you're better than them because you're not speaking to them. And in all actuality, that's not the case. You might be an introvert. You might want to stay to yourself. You might not want to talk at work. Talking at work may not be your thing. You might just be there to work and that's it. Some people are at work to work, and they're not there to be friendly or friends or all up in people's face. That's not a part of the contract. But they will be lying awake at night dreaming of your demise. Some of them want to see bad things happen to you because they're tired of seeing they tired of seeing good things happen to you. All right, tied. Like tied, they tied of seeing good things happen to you. All right, they're tired of seeing good things happen to you. All right, they see all your blessings. They see that holy anointing on you, that joy, that smile, that feel good energy. But the thing is, people like to destroy that, and that's how it is. And I believe that's how it's always been. So it's good to keep it undercover. All right. I've heard a lot of people mimic Spock. If you've ever watched Star Trek, Spock, he was emotionless. A lot of people mimic Spock, and that's a good thing. That's just another form of a stoic character. You could be stoic around people like this, but it's best to just chop it up. Throw little bits and seeds, bird feed these people. All right, because what I find, not talking to people, it makes you seem like, and who gives a crap what they think, but it just makes them be afraid of you. It's like this lady was like, "Well, what's up, killer? You coming in here like a silent killer?" I said, "Yeah, I'm killing these orders because I'm the only one making these sandwiches." Like, she was me and her were cool. She didn't have nothing against me, but it was the people that I was working with. And it's like they wanted me to, like, they like, it's like people will want you to treat them a certain way. And it's nothing wrong with being social and stuff like that, but as long as you're not being disrespectful, it may not be a season to where you want to be too social. Maybe you're going through something, and it's something you're trying to sort out mentally in your head, and you need peace, to where you just want to go to work and work. Some people at work, all they want is peace. They just want to work. They don't want to talk too much. They just want to peacefully do their job, and they need that mental peace. Some people, they go to work even though it's stressful, even though it's hectic, they can still find peace within the work. Okay, I'm here for 10 hours. Do this work. I'm gone. Not everybody is as social, but you have to be social in some aspects. Number one, it's healthy, it's mentally healthy for you. All right, especially if you're a targeted individual or a victim of workplace mobbing, it's good to be social. All right, these situations make it feel like everybody's against you and you have no friends, which isn't true. It may feel like that, but that's not true. They want you to live in that reality, but that's not true. And don't make it true. because they are lying awake at night. They're dreaming of things to do, and they're hoping and praying that they get to see you lose. They want to see your downfall. They've been praying and hoping and wishing to experience it since God knows how long, but it hasn't happened yet, and it won't happen. You're going to continue to stay afloat. You're going to continue to stay afloat. Good things are going to continue to happen to you. You're going to continue to prosper and get new jobs and new opportunities. All the things that you want are going to happen, and you're still going to be successful because you have to work towards becoming successful. Best thing you could do is work towards becoming successful. When there's haters, all right, when there's weirdos, stalkers, all this weird crap going on, the best thing you could do is become successful and not allow them to stop you from living your dreams, because that's their main objective. If you haven't noticed, their main goal is to get you to stop living your life. That's why they're trying to put all these schemes together. All right, they can't even sleep at night. All right, they can't even sleep at night. You got them under so much pressure in terms of how they view you versus how they view themselves. You'll even catch these people trying to mimic you and be like you, but hate you just the same. But their prayers will not be answered. They're going to run out of hope, and their dream is going to become their worst nightmare. All right, their dreams end up becoming their worst nightmare. Most of these people end up leading a lot of people, a lot of targeted individuals into other streams of income and to massive success. All right. They're going to end up leading you into multiple streams of income and massive success. All the research, all the learning, all the preparation, all the praying, all the asking God to come through and help you. God's going to come through and help you and create a way for you to evade all these attacks. And they may not stop. But the thing is, he's going to help you create a way for your life to become easier. They still may be trying to rear their ugly head. The devil's not going anywhere, but guess what? Neither is God, and neither are his people. All right? They could lie awake at night. They could lie awake during the day. They could daydream. They could sleep on you. All right? They could take a midday afternoon nap. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's just chit chatter. All right, they're the ones that's going to have the demise. Their demise is coming soon. Whatever you wish for other people, that's what you're going to get. That's why it's good for children of God to not retaliate. Whatever you wish for other people, that's what you're going to get for yourself. So the fact that they want to wish bad things on you and make things hard for you and try to make you quit, it's going to be a lot of this stuff happening in their own life. And they're going to experience all the negativities that they wanted you to go through. All the misery they wanted to put you through is going to happen for them, and they're going to be the one that has karma at their address, knocking on the door, leaving a package, the same package they wanted to leave for you. That's all it is. All right, and they put some time into this, and they wasted time with this. So instead of getting some precious sleep, they stayed awake, and the Bible even says it. The wicked can't even go to sleep at night without committing the evil act. That's why they're laying awake at night, dreaming of your demise. Wicked people can't even go to sleep without committing evil crimes. They can't wait to see you fall off just one bit. And these are the same people that as soon as one bad thing happens, they rush to you. Oh, things aren't perfect today? Another day in paradise? These are the same people who will see something going wrong and run up to you and be like, hey, is everything okay? But when things are going right, they ain't got nothing to say. How about it? They want to see it. I'm telling you, but they ain't never going to see it. God's not going to allow them to see it. Only downfall they're going to see is their own. But I'll tell you who God will allow, whose downfall God will show, and whose downfall that God will allow to be seen is going to be their downfall that God allows to be seen, because they're the ones who wanted to see it happen to you. God's going to let you see that downfall. All right, you gonna catch them on the side of the road one day with four flats, just waving people down. You ain't that so and so over there? Yes, it is. And they don't seem to be doing too well, do they? Nope. But it's what they get. All right. And that's why you don't retaliate. That's why you wish people the best. And that's why you let people destroy themselves. All right. Whatever they're contemplating or trying to put together, it's going to backfire. And you're going to get to see it happen. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button. Smash that share button. And don't forget to subscribe, all right? I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.